Pentagon said on Tuesday that Army air defense units deployed to Middle East middle of Israeli-Hamas War came from Bliss, Texas, Fort Liberty, North Carolina and Sill, Oklahoma. The units bring Patriot missile batteries high-altitude area defense or THAAD west of the terminal missile batteries high-altitude area after more than a dozen drone rocket attack on U.S. bases in Iraq, Syria last week. When Pentagon accused Iranian deputies.Duzine reported that American military personnel were wounded, but it could not be confirmed by military. Although Pentagon officials do not name the Army units deployed, Fort Bliss hosts 11th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, Fort Liberty 108. The Air Defense Artillery Brigade hosts the Fort Sill 31. Air Defense Artillery Brigade. Next, read Tricare should explain the newly approved birth control pill to MPs to the Pentagon. The units were among latest deployment to the Middle East after 2 aircraft carrier strike groups at beginning of this month. F-16 was sent this week, in addition fighting fighter jets and 10 Thunderbolt II planes, and to fight Hamas military advisors, including a maritime master general. Including a mastered maritime general help Israel. The best Pentagon spokesman Gen.Pat Ryder would not say how many soldiers were deployed with air defense units or gave their specific targets. A THAAD battery came from Bliss and Patriot Battalion would come from Fort Liberty and Bliss. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip against war. Hamas Israel as another demonstration of support for Israel. More than 2,000 U.S. soldiers received ready-made orders. 7 killed approximately 1,400 Israelis. The deployment of air defenses has explained new details about an increased drone and missile attacks in U.S. bases the region since last week. Pentagon blamed attacks against Iran. The groups supported by Iran and threat in Israel Gaza.He said he was waiting for him to grow. Between October 17 and October 24, Ryder said, the U.S. coalition forces have been attacked with a mixture of one-way attack planes, rockets, Syria at least 10 times, in Iraq 3 different times, Syria. As Pentagon took place last week, he announced some of these attacks. But Ryder 13 stressed that attack was first numbers. Defense officials accelerated rhetoric around the attacks, said to journalists on Monday. In near term, they saw a much more important rise against U.S. forces and staff. Let's be open to Iran. Gen.Eric Smith was even more directly.Alvunma officials last week. 26th Expedition Unit of Deniz Posts in Kuwait suddenly ended planned training in Kuwait after crisis, Israel's waters said. A Navy spokesman told military on Monday that the Bataan Amphibi Ready Group, carrying 26 MU, provides freedom of navigation operations in the Gulf region. Smith told a crowd on Monday, to a crowd for 40th anniversary of the ing of Naval Barracks in Beirut. For those in the region, if this MU needs to go in, if you target the